Hello everyone. Today I have an interesting project that I'm going to try. So I was looking through this grill and I saw on the crash bar there was some screws on each side. So I was thinking, why won't I use those and try to install some lighting on that? So I was thinking about it, and there are so many uh, bracket options out there, but I did not want to spend any money on brackets, and almost all those brackets seems to need to remove the bumper. So, is this bumper removal a hard thing? No, it's not. But it's a pain. I have done it several times, you can see on my videos, but this time I don't want to remove this bumper and see if I can install some lights. So I think I can install some brackets and I don't need to remove the bumper because I can put my hand through under this area. So you can see my hand. So I can uh, reach under here and install some brackets on the crash bar and install some lights. So I just got some Amazon lights. So let me show you. So these are some Auxbeam uh, spotlights. I need to do some wiring. So my plan is to wire this to my existing auxiliary lights. So when those lights are on, this will also light up. So it has one LED bulb with a spot pattern. And then I had some L brackets. I think these are from the bed, which I haven't installed. So far it's working, so I have these brackets, so I can use this on each side, and I might have to make this hole a little bigger. I'm trying to use this one for the light and install like this on each side. So as for the bolts, I have these that came with the nylite pod lights that I installed last time. So I did not use this, and these bolts seems to be fitting exactly those screw points on the crash bar. So let me show you which area that I'm talking about. Alright, so you can see this crash bar and you can see the radiator behind it. So this is a screw that you can use a bolt right here. So let me try to show you. Yeah, so you can see you can fit that bolt right there. So I'm going to use this screw and this bolt and see if I can fit the light. Maybe I'll get the light from the top to here and uh, use my hands under the bumper to fit. So let's see how it goes. Okay, next step. All right, so I have the brackets ready. So now I'm going to check the wiring. So here we have the wiring harness. On one side we have the positive and negative terminals that goes to the battery, main battery. We have a fuse, so you can change the fuse. So looks like this is a 30 amp fuse. I'm going to check the amperage, and maybe I will reduce it, uh, this fuse. And we have the relay. So relay is, you're not going to have the entire current going through this switch, so it's going to have a little current through this switch, through this relay. So first I'm going to use the switch, and then I'm going to remove this bracket, and I'm just going to hardwire to my existing switch that comes to the other lights. So this is the relay on this side. So these are the terminals that goes on the lights. So you have left and right. So I'm going to cut these connectors because on this side I don't have connectors. So I'm going to solder these two wires for the left side and the right side, and then I'm going to fix the lights to the brackets. So let's go through and solder these wires. So I'm going to cut these wires first. I don't need this. And I'm going to get the inner copper from this insulator, right? So I have these, and then for the black one, so here I have soldered the wires. I guess that's good enough. Now I'm going to tape it so it doesn't touch each other and short the circuit. So let me tape it and have a cleaner look for those. Okay, so I have taped the wires like this. So I have the spotlights on the engine bay. I have connected the positive and negative. Let's do a quick test. So this is the wire comes with it. The switch comes with it. Alright, that looks good. So let me aim at the wall and see if they really have a spot pattern or not. So let's test the light pattern. Let me get these. So this is one light. Seems to be a nice spotlight. And here's the second one. So two spotlights. Nice. So let's see how we can install this. Okay, so I have the brackets right now and the lights ready. So first I'm going to install the lights to the brackets, and then I'm going to get these down here and install it to the crash bar. So the bolts or the nut come with the Auxbeam light. Seems to be 13 millimeter. So this is the 13. That seems to be the size, so I'm going to use the 13. So let me remove this carefully so I won't drop it. Okay, I'm going to insert this bracket. Install the washer that comes with the light. So I'm trying to keep it straight as possible so later I won't have to adjust too much. That seems to be straight. Let me tighten this. Yeah, that seems to be nice and tight. So then you can use the provided Allen key to tighten these levels. So later you can adjust these. So I'm going to adjust the levels after I install the brackets. So initially I thought I would put the lights from top by removing this plastic piece. Then I thought the easiest way is to remove the skid plates. So I have removed my skid plates, just 4 14 millimeter bolts. So remove the front skid plate. It has so much space to work on. So you can see how much of space I have to install these lights. So I can just access from here like this. You have so much of space, and then I'm going to install on this screw right here. So I'm not sure how much you were able to see when I kept the camera underneath the bumper. So let me show you up close how they look after the install. So this is how they're gonna look after the install. I will have the nighttime shots. So this is how the install is. Let me show you under the car. So you can see the how I have installed it, so I can access very easily if I want to do some adjustments without needing to remove the bumper. So that's very easy access. Let me show you the other side as well. Right, so you can see I have easy access without removing the bumper. Alright, so I have temporary wired the spotlights, so this is how they look on the garage door. So I can see the circle from the spotlight. You can see this is the left one or the driver side one, and this is the passenger side one. So you can see I have aimed it right in the middle. So it's in the grill. Hard to show on camera because it's pretty bright. This is how they are installed. Let's go to my regular light testing area and see how they perform. Okay, so I'm at my regular spot that I test my lights. So first let me show you my low beams. Okay, this is my stock LED low beams, and let me turn on the stock high beams. So this is my stock high beams. I can barely see that tree in the middle far end after this football field. So back to my low beams. Let me turn on my fogs. So that is my fog light. So back just low beams. Now I'm gonna turn off the low beams and turn on just the spotlights. So right now it is hardwired. I'm going to go to the front, open the hood, and turn on the spotlights for now. Okay, so this is just the spotlights. Little better. I can see the trees in the far, so seems very nice. Let me turn on the low beams. So this is the stock low beams, this is the stock high beams. Back to low beams. Okay, this is the spotlight again, just the spotlight. Let me turn on the spotlights with my second set of high beams and Diode Dynamics LED light bar. So that's the light bar and spot. adjust the spot back to the light bar and my LED low beams and LED high beams, and this is low beam and fog lights with spotlight and diode dynamics light bar. Let me show you the front view. Okay, right now I have my stock LED low beams, stock LED fog lights, second set of high beams, diode dynamics LED light bars and spotlights. So this is how they look. So again, LED low beams, LED fog lights, second set of high beams, diode dynamics light bar and the spotlights. Right now I'm using the stock headlights and diode dynamics light bars, spotlights and the second set of high beams. This is how they look. So that second set of high beams seems to throw light towards the sides as well and front. So this is how they look. Right now just the spotlights. Let me show you how it illuminates the front. So this is just the spotlights. So this is how they look. You can see I have used a wire conduit to protect it from any kind of heat, and the wire goes up and all the wires are met right here, and so all the wires come to this place near the battery, and all the connections are inside this plastic trim piece, so you can remove this without any tool. So you can see these tabs are holding this plastic piece. So there's one there, one here and another one here, just 3 tabs. When you push this whole piece towards the rear of the car, you can lift this plastic piece up and you can tuck in all the wires inside. So I did not run the stock wire, so I just did the testing keeping the wire keeping the switch right here just for the sake of testing. Then I connected the switch, I removed the switch and connected the wires to my existing wire harness, so I can turn it on with other lights, other auxiliary lights. That means when I turn on the switch, the spotlight comes on, and then the diode dynamics 2 6-inch light beams and the second high beam, all those 3 sets will come on. when I turn on the switch. So I have done a little modification to the switch from last time. Let me show you on this video as well. So let's go inside. So you can remember last time I used this button for the light bars and my second high beam, and this one for the grill lights, like Raptor style lights. So I have changed from this switch to a very simple style switch right here. So this one is really easy for me without looking to turn on and off. So let me show you. Let's start the car. Okay, you can see right now the switch is turned off, or you don't see any light. So there's no light in front. So when I turn it on, you can see the blue light and the lights are on. So turn it on and off. So without looking, I can easily turn on this switch. So very reachable. I have enough length to reach without looking. So while driving, I can easily keep my finger and turn it on and off this switch. So I think that's much easier than me reaching towards this side and trying to feel that switch when I want to turn on and off. So this is another mod I did for this light bar or the spotlight installation. So on my last video, I wasn't sure how clear it was to show that there's a lot of space in between this area. So this is the front bumper and this is the skid plate. So I can easily put my hand in here and tighten or access all these bolts. This is the bolt for the light and this is the bolt for the crash bar, so I can easily use tools to fix these bolts, and also on the side adjuster bolt for the height adjustment for the light. So I can access this bolt without removing the bumper. I can access the bracket bolt. I can access the crash bar, and here you can see I have used the steel zip tie just for added stability for the bracket. So everything you can access right here through this gap between the bumper and the skid plate. So also I just quickly using my flashlight in this location to show you. This is just in my garage, so you can work outside, but still here you have enough space to work on both the sides. On this side also you can put your hand and work. So here again the bumper and the skid plate, so you can reach here and work. Alright, so this is my little project that I wanted to install some lights behind the bumper, behind the grill, without removing my bumper. So I hope you like this video, and if you want to see more videos, consider subscribing and clicking on that notification icon so you can see whenever I post a video every month. So thank you for watching.